Strikes are forgotten unless you've been on the picket line or off work for a long, hungry time. They're lost history. Steelworkers never seem to catch up with the rest of post-war America. Most still had poor housing. A car was a used car. The kids followed dad and granddad into the plant. No more education. They went to work at the steel. The good life just seemed to be out of reach. The national strike in 1956 changed all that. It only lasted 34 days. It was the best contract we ever got, and that's a lost memory. We got a real living wage, increased health care, pensions, holidays, disability insurance was very important, and supplemental insurance and workplace rules. The law of Section 2B, which to us was past practice, it put us on an equal footing, or almost equal footing, with management in decisions about the workplace. Industry would have to deal with steelworkers as men, not just hands. Best contract we ever had. It gave us freedom and dignity we had never had. We were not an economic cost. We were spending power. The contract was to expire in June 30th of '59.
Early in 1959, the industry stockpiled steel to protect profits during a long strike. Management set out to break the union, reverse mistakes of 18 years. United Steelworkers of America prepared to fight for survival. 540,000 steelworkers and 500,000 other industrial workers struck 12:01 July 15, 1959. The largest, longest strike in America's industrial history began. The strike lasted 116 days. Industry's efforts to force steelworkers' families into desperation only increased anger to hold on, to not be moved. There was strong support for the steelworkers, now economic assets. Their communities knew that the more you earned, the more you bought. With community help, they would not grow hungry or lose their homes. They were prepared to hold on. The Taft-Hartley Act was invoked by President Eisenhower on November 7, 1959. Ike's slaves returned to work for 80 days. The Union passed a no vote in December of 1959. The Union would strike again on January 26, 1960. Vice President Nixon pushed final negotiations. Nixon warned the industry to settle or Congress would intervene. January 5, 1960, management settled. The union had won. The workplace rule remained. 2B gave the union equal footing. A strong position in preventing management in displacing the workforce as it saw fit.